You're sitting there, your heart rate is elevated, and your chest feels tight. If asked why, you'd probably point to a very specific reason: an upcoming job interview, waiting on the results of a medical exam, or the looming threat of financial uncertainty. We all make a very logical assumption when this happens. We assume that the stressful event itself is the direct physical cause of the anxiety coursing through our bodies. But if we look closely, there is a glaring flaw in that logic. The job interview isn't happening in the room with you right now. The exam results aren't sitting on your desk, and your bank account isn't actively vanishing while you sit on the couch. This reveals the actual mechanic at work. We aren't experiencing anxiety about reality. We are experiencing a physical reaction to our mind's projections of reality. There is a space between the physical present moment, where you are actually sitting, and the mental future your brain is imagining. And that space is a trap. This is the anxiety gap. It is the physical consequence of your body being in one place while your mind is in another. Consider the baseline physical reality of a typical evening. You are sitting at home, completely safe. There are no predators in the room, no immediate physical threats, and your basic needs are met. But look at what is happening internally. In the top box, your physical reality is perfectly calm. In the bottom box, your mental reality is actively simulating a catastrophic worst-case scenario set in the future. This creates a severe biological glitch. Your human nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real physical threat standing right in front of you and an imagined threat entirely constructed by your mind. Your brain receives the signal of danger from your thoughts and suddenly triggers a real-world physical emergency response. It dumps adrenaline into your bloodstream, elevates your heart rate, and tightens your muscles to prepare for a fight that isn't actually happening. At this point, your mind notices that your body is terrified. In an attempt to protect you, it tries to figure out why you're scared, spinning up the what-if cycle. It starts firing off rapid predictions. What if I fail? What if I run out of money? What if they laugh at me? It tries to solve the feeling of fear by finding more things to be afraid of. These new predictions compound the physical stress, trapping you in a self-feeding loop, where panicked thoughts create physical anxiety, and physical anxiety creates more panicked thoughts. Your body remains locked in a state of exhausting physical emergency, strictly because your mind refuses to drop its illusion of the future and return to the safety of the present. If you are hearing this, your brain is probably raising a very common defense mechanism. You might believe that if you stop worrying about the future, you are being irresponsible. To solve that, we have to separate how we use time into two modes: clock time and psychological time. Clock time is practical planning. It is taking concrete, physical action in the present moment. It means sitting down to study for the exam, setting an alarm to wake up for the interview, or balancing your budget on a piece of paper. Psychological time is obsessive worry. It is sitting completely physically passive while vividly running mental movies of your own failure and ruin. Abandoning psychological time doesn't make you reckless. It removes the paralyzing fear, freeing up your energy to execute your practical planning in the present. To close the anxiety gap, you have to recognize that the future does not exist anywhere in the physical universe. It only exists as an electrical projection running through your neural pathways. When you successfully drop that projection, you discover that the literal, immediate present moment is almost always completely manageable. Humans are highly evolved organisms equipped to cope with an actual physical crisis happening right now. We are entirely unequipped to cope with phantom mental projections of tomorrow. The cycle of fear loses its grip the exact moment you catch it. Just noticing that your physical anxiety is being manufactured by a future-focused thought is often enough to break the loop. The next time you feel a spike of panic, interrogate your mind with a single question. Is this happening right now, or am I imagining a future event? Pause and force your brain to answer that exact question. You do not have to fix the future to find relief from your anxiety. You only have to bring your attention back to the present moment, which is the only place your life is actually happening.